Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the shed. I am Lonnie.
Hey, I'm Candace. Welcome back. We're going to jump right into orders this morning.
Yeah, well, we have a project we're going to do later on.
Yeah.
Involving this shipping shelf. I've got all this priority stuff here that I do not need. And we've got just some other mess going on here. And we're going to go stock some more boxes. So I thought it would be a good time to go ahead and get that thing clear. And we can also go through all of the shipping supplies we use.
Yes.
We get that question a lot. So
right, go through the stuff that's most frequently used that we keep in stock and move out the stuff that is not used.
Right, like the priority stuff. We like on the rare occasion we ship priority, I can just use a brown box. Right. I don't need to take up all that space. And we have a bunch of other crap on there too. It's been a little while since I cleaned it. Yeah. And we don't have a ton of orders today.
No. We sold 5 items on eBay and 1 on Mercari. Now one of them was a really good item, one of the eBay items. So,
a couple of them were actually.
Yeah. So the dollar amount wasn't bad, but yeah, kind of low on the quantity there. It
was one of the slower days we've had this month.
Which is kind of almost a blessing because we do have plans for today. So yeah. We're going to get right into it. Okay, first order. It has 2 water bottles on it. The first one is on 10 Charlie. It's blue.
Okay. One of these. Where's the other one?
5 Charlie left.
I'm going to cheat.
Can you reach it?
Oh, yeah. It's actually on the...
That's a black one, like a clear black.
Okay.
Those each sold for $39.99, and they're going to Aurora, Colorado.
Aurora.
Let's see. This is the sale I was excited to see. It's on 6 Delta. It's that Rolex Cube paperweight.
Man, I felt like a big dummy for buying this thing. Where is it again?
6 Delta.
Delta? Okay.
It's wrapped up in bubble wrap.
Yeah. We have gone back and forth with several buyers over the months.
Yeah.
And man, like this thing has allegedly sold as high as like $500 in the past.
Yeah.
We gave it a good run. And like we had like very little interest. And finally I got like an offer for $200 to somebody in France. We accepted it, and then they started waffling on, the fees and stuff they were going to have to pay. And I was like, I can't do anything about that because they're going to have to pay like 40 something VAT, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And the shipping, they're just complaining about everything. So finally I'm like, okay, forget it. I'm not going to sell it to you, I guess, because he wanted me
to include the VAT.
He wanted me to come down on off of $200, which we'd already agreed on, go lower to help him cover his VAT. I'm like, no, that's your country, not mine.
Right.
So we didn't get a deal done there, but then interesting.
You had lowered the price and left it there.
No, I relisted it because it was off the market. Relisted at $500 and got another offer from somebody for $200 in Italy, right? No.
Yes, it's going to Italy.
It's going to Italy.
Yeah.
And they went ahead and paid their VAT or whatever, and so we're done. We're done with it.
It's done. It's gone. We've had that about 6 months.
We paid $30 for it.
Yeah.
So it was a great flip.
Yeah, we sold it for $200. We just had a little higher ups, but I am happy with that.
Oh yeah.
10 Bravo.
Well, Candace, that I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
I did. It was intentional.
I know.
No, that's the sale where we bought that. We bought a bunch of like...
Those herring plates came from there?
Yeah, we bought those there.
That big vase?
That big vase. I guess whenever it's over $100,
it's a vase.
It turns it from vase to vase.
Yeah.
I remember the estate sale we bought that at.
And the little rocks. The crystal rocks.
Oh, yeah, that was cool too.
Yeah, those came from there.
We bought all that stuff, and we felt like the next day we were like, why did we spend all this money and why did we buy this stuff? But honestly, it worked out.
It did work out.
Like we made good money on that stuff.
Yeah, it was good profit, just a little bit of a long tail than we like to see with big investments.
Yeah, but no, it worked out.
Yeah.
It really did.
It did. That should be the last of all the stuff we bought that day.
I might have a few candles left.
Oh yeah, candles.
Yep.
Okay, next item is a lot of 31 football puzzle erasers.
You gonna tell me where they're at?
They are.
You have to guess where they. All right, guys, we gotta go find them.
Go find them. I'm sitting here on a scavenger hunt. They shouldn't be hard to find. They're only about this big.
I know. That's why I was like.
10 Bravo.
10 Bravo. All right. That's an odd place to put that.
Why?
I don't know. Just individual small items. Man, this thing's heavy.
It's not individual. It's a lot of them.
Oh, I know. I know.
So those sold for $26.99. They're going to Wichita, Kansas.
Yeah, these were part of the $2,000 store buy we made from another eBay seller.
The last eBay item is a pair of Brighton shoes, man. I'm glad to see Brighton shoes are starting to sell.
Yeah, me too.
It's because they're sandals and
spring.
Spring is coming.
Spring sprung.
To Charlie, they're Kiara.
How'd you say that?
Kiara.
Okay. To Charlie?
Yeah.
Okay. 7.5 medium.
Yes.
Okay.
And those sold for $26.24. They're going to Rancho Cucamonga, California. I just want to eyeball and make sure they're the right ones. Yep. And then on Macari, we sold some Shopkins. 86 of them.
Oh, yeah. That's my listing.
They're on CC9.
Okay.
What do you mean that's your listing?
I think it is. I didn't list that?
No.
Oh.
You did not. I remember setting them all them little suckers up.
I'm thinking, no. Are you sure?
I am 100% positive. I had my head in that cube arranging them.
I listed something like this, didn't I?
I don't know. Don't know.
I did something like, okay.
Those sold for $27 including shipping.
Ooh, that's not enough. These, yeah, man, wait, hang on. I gotta look at this. I thought I listed that.
You think you would have done that? No.
I did do that.
No, you didn't.
I'm telling you, I listed this.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm telling you I did.
Okay.
Well, we've never disagreed on something like that. Or maybe you, I don't know. Anyways, let me get this stuff packed up. And then we're actually going to go pick up boxes. We're going to meet Guy for lunch. Not a business thing. We're just going to eat lunch. Then we're going to come back and I'm going to get that shelf cleared off. And we'll talk about packing stuff.
Hey, the Shopkins are going to Staunton, Wisconsin.
All right, packages are all away. We actually went and met Guy for lunch. We paid for lunch, but then Guy, as he always does, Guy is a great gift giver, isn't he?
I know. We go to walk out to the car, and he pulls all these cookbooks out of his trunk.
Oh, got something for you. We'll show you all that in a little bit. Looks like there might be some decent ones there. But yeah, I'm full up on Thai. I had some Thai hots.
Curry. Red curry, yeah.
But yeah, but let's get to the matter at hand. We did go pick up some boxes. We're still waiting on a few more, but we
rearranged
and cleaned off some the shipping shelf and even added some stuff to it, and I'm pretty happy with it. I think I haven't actually packed using this setup yet, but I think
subject to change, of course.
Yeah, but we tried to put the most used stuff somewhat convenient, and I thought we would just take a little time right now and go through like what we keep on our shelf,
right,
and where we get the stuff from, and how much it costs in most cases.
Yeah.
So this is a very un-YouTuber like thing to do. We're not very good at YouTube sometimes,
no.
But we're supposed to tell y'all to click on the affiliate code and use our link to buy some boxes.
We don't have that.
We don't have one.
We don't use anything like that for boxes.
Not for boxes.
No. We just like to buy from the most convenient and cost affordable place for us.
Right.
Yeah. So where that is Granger.
Yeah.
Because we do have a local Granger that we can go pick up from. We don't have to pay shipping.
Right.
So, but we're going to show you the most commonly used boxes that we use to ship out and what we pay per 100 count of boxes per box for 100 quantity from Grainger.
Yeah, and if you've watched the channel for a while, you see the kind of things we ship out. The shipping supplies we're going to show y'all, I ship probably 90 to 95% of everything that we show on the channel ships out in one of these containers or one of these methods of shipping.
Right.
Occasionally, I do have to supplement the boxes with, you know, I might have to run to Home Depot and buy some large boxes if we have something.
And that's usually a Home Depot packing box is what that is.
Right.
Yeah.
But we don't stock those because we don't. So actually, sometimes we do stock a few extra small boxes from there, but we're going to focus on what we normally get. And I'm not saying that everyone needs all of these. Some people are going to need different sizes based on what they're selling.
Right. If you're strictly a jewelry seller, then you won't need some of these boxes.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, most of these boxes I got because of things we bought in the past, and then I kept using them.
Right.
Like this is a 12-10-4 box that I never used to have until we got a big buy from Guy right after Candace started working in here.
Yes.
We bought a huge lot of carded action figures.
Yep, which are not very deep, but the packaging is always really big.
Right, so I needed like a box that would fit a lot of different like larger carded action figures, and this fit the bill. So but yeah, all of these boxes we get from Grainger. 12 89 cents per 100. 1086, and I'll show you where I have them on the shelf. The 12s, that's this huge pile right here.
Yeah, they don't look that big right here, but that's what it looks like when it's not.
Right, and then I have actually some overflow of those. I use those a pretty good bit right here. So I probably got about 80 of those 12s up there right now. And they cost 89 cents a piece in 100 count.
Right.
Then this is a fantastic box. Little bit larger, but not huge. Some smaller things, like maybe you have a bigger hat or something like that.
Yeah.
You can use this and it still come in under £1 sometimes. And those are only 48 cents a piece. That's a good deal.
1086.
Yep, 1086. Then we already talked about the 12-10-4s. I love this box too.
64 cents if you buy 100 of those.
Yep, that's not bad. Then 864 is, if I had to pick one box that's probably the most common reseller box of all time, it might be that 864 box.
Yeah.
I think everybody pretty much keeps those on hand.
Yeah.
If you don't keep 864 boxes on hand, let me know in the comments below, because just about everyone I ever talked to, like, what boxes you stock, if you're a person that buys and stocks boxes, right? Like,
right.
I know some people don't, necessarily stock brand new boxes, but and then whenever something's small but not that small, it's well, I'm saying that kind of messed up. When something's real, like even smaller than this, I use these just because I don't have to void fill as much.
That's a 644, and they're 29 cents.
Yeah, and that pretty much like I said, 95% of the boxes we use right here.
Yeah.
I can pack just about anything, and if these boxes won't fit it, maybe I can use 2 of them, or maybe I can resize or Frankenbox or something like that with those boxes. But yeah, look, the 12s are here. Then what are these? These are the 864s right here. Then I have more 864s here. These, and then under these, I had some overflow 864s.
Yeah, we have a lot of those because they get used a lot. Underneath
right.
that is the 12-10-4s.
Yep, those are 12-10-4s. This is overflow of 1086.
Yep.
The normal spot for 1086 is here.
Yeah, we just happen to have a lot right now because we just picked up a big order.
Right.
Yep.
So all of that is 1086s.
Yep.
Those are the 644s there.
Yep.
And we do have some other boxes too, like these are my Gemini comic mailers that I keep here. And then we have I would pull one out. Let's see.
Vinyl mailers.
Yeah, these guys here, these are vinyl mailers used for records and, or, you know, flat packs or whatever. You can see they're adjustable. We get these, I wrote that down.
Yeah, those came from the boxery.
Yeah, we bought our last ones from the boxery. It was like, I think November, October of 2023.
We paid $72.50 for 100 of them. I don't know if that price is current. That's what we paid at the time.
Right, right. Yeah, I mean, these prices are always changing, which usually means going up by some amount. Oh, these are mailers. I got these from eBay with my eBay shipping coupon. These are my eBay standard envelope mailers.
And eBay doesn't have those at the moment.
They don't?
No.
Well,
at least last time I checked, they didn't.
They also, you could buy these on like Amazon.
Yep, we bought
whatever.
them from Amazon before, yeah.
And they're called, I don't remember what they're called, like rigid mailers.
Something
or
like that, yeah. The last one, the ones we bought from Amazon were white, not brown.
Right.
Same concept.
Oh, I like buying these bags. Take one out and show them.
This is a 10-gallon, and we like the clear because it doesn't look so much like a trash bag when you put an item in it.
Right.
Good for plush and clothing and stuff that you just want to give it a little extra layer of protection. So you can see it's not a huge bag, but it's enough for those mid-sized things.
Right.
To give them some protection.
A lot of times what I'll do, these, I can't remember what these cost a box.
We get those from Home Depot, but you can...
They're like 4 cents a bag.
Yeah, it's just a 10-gallon clear bag you can probably buy just about anywhere.
But they're all, these are like 3 to 4 cents a bag, which is actually way cheaper than like a poly mailer, which we'll talk about in a second. So a lot of times if I get an order for say a $20 hat or something, I'll use one of these little 3-4 cent bags. I'll put the hat in it, and then I'll put that in a box, and that way the hat's not touching the box, and I didn't burn like a 20-something cent poly mailer to help ship it. So that's why we use these. We use these a pretty good bit.
We do.
Poly mailers. We currently only stock. We aren't big time clothing sellers, so we don't stock a ton of poly mailers. This is one of the areas where a clothing seller is probably going to want to have like 3 or 4 different poly mailer sizes on hand.
Right.
Something like that.
If any kind of soft goods, things made out of fabric, it could be like linens or, you know, just if you sell a lot of that type of stuff, you want to have different sizes.
But we stock this. This is a good size we found for like most shirts, jeans, pants, stuff like that.
Dog clothes.
Dog clothes.
That's 15 by 12. Now this last order, we just ordered these from the boxery. We ordered 500 and we paid $43.50.
Well, that's less than 10 cents a piece, right? Am I correct?
But that's not including like shipping and tax.
No.
Of course.
Well, shipping is free on that.
No.
So it doesn't include tax.
Yeah, any of these prices we're telling you do not include tax.
Right. Exactly. Because some of y'all may not have to pay tax or do have to pay tax, whatever. Then we also have, this is just a little scrap thing I use. Like whenever I resize boxes or cut flaps off or whatever, I'll put them in here. And a lot of times I actually like use every one of those little pieces of scrap eventually to like, sometimes I'll even put a couple under a tape seam if there's something soft underneath.
Yeah. To
protect from somebody cutting a box open.
Right.
Or like something.
On that seam where they may take a knife or a box cutter to open it. If it's like clothing or a stuffed animal or something in there to keep them from cutting that item. Right.
Here's our papers. And these are both 1,200 foot rolls of paper. Linear rolls. One of them is 18 inches tall, like this one. This one's 18 inches. And that one that's sticking out in the aisle a little bit, that one's 24 inches tall. How much does this one cost?
$24.82.
Yeah, I use that a bunch for void fill. As far as bubble wrap goes, we buy ours from America Bubble Boy. We do have a link down below. The order I always get from Bubble Boy, I get and the one I recommend, I get the 1,050 foot linear foot. I guess it's also square foot in this case because it's It's 12-inch wide. But I get the 1,050 feet small bubble, and I think it's right at $50 shipped.
That comes in 3 rolls together.
Yeah, you get 3. This is a fairly fresh roll. You get 3 big rolls like this, each one of which has 350 feet on it. And like I said, there is a link down below for that. What else? Oh, tape. So we have a lot of different tapes in here, but what I normally use is my go-to tape, 3-inch tape. And then I have a lot of 2-inch tape that whenever I started buying the 3-inch my go-to tape, I had a lot of this 2-inch stuff on hand still, and we don't use it anymore.
Yeah, barely going through that.
I don't use that. What else do we have?
You can see these little things. You're probably like, where'd you get those poster tubes? Well, we discovered this just a few months ago. The Granger paper rolls, this is the core of them, and they're so sturdy. They're perfect for mailing posters and big media like that.
Yep. They even have caps.
Yeah, that's our IKEA bags.
Yeah, we just bought what, 50 more bags?
50 IKEA bags, because they do tear and get holes over time or just disappear. Because when our carrier picks up, our packages are in there, and she takes them with her. She takes the whole bag. And then
once a week or so, she'll bring back all the bags she's used. And over time they get worn out, or then, you know, occasionally one will just go bye-bye, or Candace will use some.
I use them for stuff and I forget to bring them home or whatever.
Oh yeah. And then those little white rolls there, those are the labels.
The thermal,
we use for the thermal, for the Dymo here.
Yeah.
Those, and yeah, we don't buy those very often. They cost like under 2 cents a piece in quantity, so that's not really a big expense. I know some people like to get the free ones from UPS, but we don't. I can't remember the last time we had. I don't remember the last time I dropped a UPS package off.
Yeah, no, we don't go there anymore. Maybe once a month, but I don't even think that much.
And the other thing we did today with the shipping, the reason this all came up, this shelf right here was like, most of it was priority boxes.
Yes.
And as you can see, we have all these brown boxes now, and that's all we have going out every day is brown boxes. So like I'm looking at the USPS priority flat rate bubble mailers that ship for like 8 something a piece.
Yeah.
There's no reason to ever use that again.
They're not going to be used.
They won't be used. Space. None of it makes sense. Medium flat rates, I used to use those every now and then. None of that stuff makes sense anymore since we have Ground Advantage. And if we do want to ship something priority, we can just use one of these boxes.
Box, yeah.
On the rare occasion. It's so rare, I don't want to store those boxes. So I got them all out of here. I'm going to try. We have a really good relationship with our carrier. I'm going to try to pawn them off on her tomorrow if her truck's kind of empty, and maybe she can drop them off at the post office at the dock there or something. I'm hoping she will.
Yeah. Because
otherwise, I don't know what I'm going to do with them.
Yeah, I mean, we can't like destroy them. Isn't that against the law?
Oh, we can destroy them. I mean, the other option, I don't want to burn that many boxes. It'd be a big mess. But the other option is to bring them back to the post office ourselves.
Yeah.
Which I think that we would probably do that.
Yeah.
And they would give us some really dirty looks.
If she looks any way uncomfortable when we try to give them to her, we'll be like, it's fine, we'll bring them.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't look that way though.
Because that's not too far from like Goodwill and UPS and stuff. So
right.
We'll be out there eventually.
Okay. Well, yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm looking forward to packing tomorrow and using this setup now. Now the ideal setup, of course, is if someone has more room, and like probably if you have your shelving, your supplies right where you can reach and grab them.
I have seen, and I do like that. It's just not good for us. There'll be like a packing usually a wider packing bench.
Right.
So that you can have shelving that actually sticks out farther with like your boxes and stuff on it. That's really nice if you can manage that.
Yeah, it doesn't fit for what we're doing in here. Well, for what we're doing in here, that little bit of exercise I get walking from there to there a bunch of times a day, I can use that. That's fine. That doesn't hurt anything.
Nope.
And we, like I said, we got some, guy gave us some, he always bears gifts. Let me go get that stuff out of the truck. Let's take a look at it. Okay. So yeah, look at these cookbooks.
Yeah. He's been collecting them for us. Like, he picks them up when he sees them.
And they're probably not all worth listing, but last batch he gave us how many? Like half?
Yeah, about half of them were, and then the rest I'll just make lots out of them, you know, which is what I've been doing.
Cooking with Class. Look, Louisiana Pecan Festival Cookbook, which, interestingly enough,
has the same cover as Fellowship Baptist Church's cookbook.
Right. It is a lot thicker, so it's definitely not the same contents, but they went to the same
this is from
company.
the LSU School of Veterinary Medicine.
Yeah.
Baton Rouge Catholic Diocese.
From our kitchen to yours. Whoever wanted something from the kitchen of a vet school?
I know, man. Think about that. Yep. Just all kind of stuff. This one has a cool image on the front.
Monopoly.
Yeah, it's not like a super old book, but they gave it a vintage look with that image. Yeah, just mostly churches, but some other stuff thrown in there. Very nice of him to do that, you know.
Yeah, very cool.
Yep. So
prize recipes of Haynesville. And we've been doing cookbooks. Have been a pretty good market for us.
Yeah.
Well, I'm very good, actually. I'll just say that. They were kind of slow for a while, and then we got a little pickier with what we list.
And you know, like I was talking to him, it's easy for us here because so many. If there's a cookbook here, it's gonna have Cajun recipes in it, and that's a hot seller. People want Cajun recipes, so it's a little easier for us than I think other parts of the country. You know.
A good start. It doesn't always mean it, but a good start is cookbooks that have combs on them like that. Yeah. That's a good place to start. And sometimes a spiral bound too.
Yeah, just depends.
The hardcover cookbooks. How often are hardcover cookbooks worth something?
Very rarely.
Almost never, huh?
Yeah.
So, all right.
I think because they're more mass produced, there's more out there. How many of Guarantee Bank recipes?
Oh, is that Guarantee Bank?
Yeah,
oh, that's awesome.
Guarantee Bank. Yeah.
All right, we've been doing a little listing. I've just been listing a few of my books that I said I was going to list yesterday, and I never did.
Yeah.
These aren't getting listed.
That looks like the walkers on
Oh, it does.
Game of Thrones.
eBay notification. What's it say? Is it good news? We've had some bad news lately. I don't want to talk about it right now.
That's part of it.
It is?
What?
Oh, the message. Is it part of the bad news?
No, we sold a water bottle.
Oh, that's actually very good news.
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Okay. Sale, man, it's crazy. I would say by like 3 p.m., we had sold the same dollar amount that we sold all day yesterday.
Till this morning, yeah, through the whole 24 hours, yeah.
So,
more, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we've got like 10 items awaiting shipment already. It's not even 5 o'clock yet.
Yeah, you just never know.
You never know. You never do know. You really don't. But yesterday, like we said earlier, the $200 paperweight thing, that helped. Yeah. And it's funny, I hate to spoil it. Not that there's any, like a big spoiler thing going on here. But when we were talking about the candles earlier.
Oh yeah, Lonnie mentioned these candles that we were talking about, that estate sale where we got all that high-end stuff and we still had candles that hadn't sold. Guess what sold this afternoon? Yep,
the candles. Yeah. Y'all be seeing those tomorrow in the order pulling stuff.
It's crazy, huh?
It is. I'm really looking forward to using my cleaned up, rearranged
I'm gonna check back shelf in a week and see if it still looks like
it. Never lasts. It's a constant battle because it's always it just gets used so much that it's like it's a working area. You know what I mean?
Yep. It's understandable.
So, like, we do good. Like, Candace, there was a time when I was in here by myself. This place, like the shed, I know it looks messy from, you know, like Candace has some stuff over here she's working through, and like you've got all your colognes, and that's
those aren't my colognes, by the way.
No. But you look, this lot though, that's some black suede.
Yeah, that's a Avon fragrance. I don't even know if they make it anymore, but it's a men's fragrance. The cologne spray is only worth like $10, but the aftershave splash is worth like $25.
So you're putting them together?
I am, yeah.
Kind of a throw in. Buy it and we'll give you this for free kind of thing.
Well,
almost.
no, you're saving on shipping if you buy both.
Right.
Yeah.
But you've actually been finding some stuff worth listing like that.
Yeah.
That's from the $2,000 store buy, right?
Yeah, now remember on eBay, perfumes and colognes have to be new, which, I mean, you can see they're completely full. But check this out, y'all. This huge bottle of Chantilly, which has obviously been used, but isn't that crazy how big that is?
I'm sure that's the good stuff.
Yeah, that must have been a legitimate store display. Like maybe they could get samples out of it for people or something. I don't know.
16 ounces?
I guess I'll list it on Macari.
That's like a tall boy beer full of that cologne stuff.
Can't sell flammables on Poshmark. They don't allow it.
Yep.
So, because they don't have ground labels.
Because all they have is priority shipping.
Yes. So, and then eBay, I mean, people do sell just sell it as the bottle, but I mean, I don't want to get busted for trying to sell this.
No, of course not.
And get in trouble. So it's going to go on Macari only, and hopefully somebody on Macari is looking for a huge partial bottle of Chantilly perfume.
All right, well, I think that's going to be it for this one. Thanks a bunch for watching, and we will see y'all again very soon. Bye, y'all.
Bye.